Most of us wake up in the morning and we repeat the same mundane tasks every day, day in and day out. We don't really like what we're doing, but we're so used to what we're doing that we don't realize that there's a better way. Most of us get up in the morning, get ready for work or whatever we do, and we go to a job that pays the bills. We may or may not even like the job, but it pays the bills. We've gotten used to being in a routine. You wake up at this time, go to sleep at this time. You eat at this time, take a vacation at this time. This time of the year we do this, celebrate holidays, and the cycle continues. And when you're born again, sometimes the Lord will allow a conflict to come into your life to help you to understand whose you are and who you really belong to. Let's talk about Moses. Moses was in Egypt. He was raised in Egypt. If you know the story, he was put in a basket that was pitched inside and out with tar when the command had went out to kill all of the firstborn. Moses' family recognized who he was. That's the first point. Because they recognized who he was before he could do anything about the situation, his parents made a decision for him. Y'all know the story. He was raised by Pharaoh's daughter. In the process of time, one day he came out and saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew. And he made a choice to defend the Hebrew. That was the conflict that came into his life that helped him to make the choice. And a lot of times these conflicts come into your life and you think they're like, Lord, what's happening to me? God is trying to help you to make a choice because you're having an identity crisis, just like Moses had. So Moses, as you know, kills the Egyptian, buries him in the sand. He comes back out, I guess the next day or so, sees two Hebrews at each other's throat. So he basically tells them, just paraphrasing, that, hey, y'all are brothers, man. Why are you guys fighting? And the one guy says to him, hey, are you going to do to me what you did to the Egyptian? So Moses thought, well, this thing must be known that I did, and he fled. Well, when Moses fled, that was a horrible thing to happen. When Moses fled into Midian, he was 40 years old when he did that. 40 years later, he's on the backside of the wilderness, and then God catches up with Moses. This should be encouraging. I'm trying to let y'all know to not give up. Most of us are in between what we see in the mirror, the life we experience every day. We're in between that and God's will and perfect purpose for our lives. And I'm trying to tell you, we're all on the same journey. Don't give up, because the conflict in your life, most of the time, that's God helping you to make a choice. That conflict that you're going through, I don't care what it is. God is using that conflict to help you to rise to the occasion, in a sense. He's trying to help you to understand and identify with who you really are and who you really belong to. Moses had the same conflict. These brothers and sisters in Scripture are no different than us. They're human beings, man. And I think we glorify them sometimes. We forget they're human. But the only way to overcome that identity crisis is to turn to God. And sometimes we don't turn to God. We run from God. Jonah did it too. And Jonah had a conflict. The conflict helped him make a choice. I can go over and over and over Scripture where the conflict helped the people of God to make a choice. You might be in a conflict. That conflict is God trying to help you to overcome your identity crisis. So we can come to God, or we can run from God. But either way, God is faithful, and that's what I love about God. So I hope this blessed y'all, man. Y'all have a good day.